And hello, and welcome back for some more Europa Universalis 4 Finnish MegaCampaign fun. As we basically conquer all of what's Russia at the moment, because that's what we're essentially doing. Yeah, let's continue on with that. I recently conquered both Kaluga and Tula. I think that's what I conquered. I'm coring that up at the moment as well. 1481, that'll be finished by... Okay, it's not too bad. I got some new artillery units as well. Nice. Happy with that. Fort maintenance. I like this whole fort maintenance thing. It's not bad. It's kind of annoying on one hand, but on the other hand, I'm like, yeah, I kind of like it. So, yep. Bring them together. The first Suomi army. I could call it the Grand Suomi army. That could sound really cheesy. You're right, Khanate is actually conquering a fair bit. Wouldn't mind taking on the Scots as well, but oh, they're allied with no longer allied with France, but they are allied with Lithuania and Italy though. The Italians are still, geez, the Byzantines are going nuts. Are they, what type of patriots are they? Occupied by Husamid peasants. What's the culture spread like over there? Been doing, okay. But the Byzantines have taken a bunch of territory. Didn't even notice that happening. When did they take it all? I wonder. Let's get a province history. Oh, yep. Stopped being a core of all those places. Was annexed by Byzantium in 1478. Okay. Interesting. So they're getting some of their power back. Greece holds that. Was created its own state, is it? Or Gortin. Or the polygamists as well. Muscovy, full annexation was demanded by Murmon. I'll finish them off eventually as well. Sarkel is allied with Cherson, Agabania, Kyrgyz. Now, what are the chances of myself successfully annexing these guys? That's only 6 years, so that's a lot better than what it was. What's going on here? Diplomatic relations. If we do start the annexation process now, it will take a while. So I can start it. You know what? I'm going to start it because it needs to get done sooner or later, so... We'll see how that goes. 2 at the moment. We do have this guy as well. Don't have a national focus. Can I set it? Oh, I can actually set the national focus on that. You can only change your national focus once every 20 years. Okay, I didn't actually really completely mean to press that then, but I kind of have, so oh well. When will that be done? Does it say? 1486, okay, like 6 years from now. That's not too bad. So that should help get that up. Still getting 2 a month. Getting them annexed will be fantastic. What house are they again? Oh, that's right, they're Fleming. Because I expected that name there. Rebender. Sarima, that was the actual house that started off with that. Wasn't it? It was. I can't even remember House of Fleming getting empowered there, to be completely honest, or House of Rebender. But they are. Who's Murmon? Which house are they? House of Turov. Vladislav of Bosna. What about Chernigov? What house is Chernigov? Polok. Lithuania's Munso. It's Kiev again. I forget what Kiev is. Kiev is. Oh, that's right. It's Blackbird. Wow, Blackbird and Fleming. That's gonna be tricky for France to fully annex Middle Francia as well. Well, they're at war, are they? They're at war with Italy, Greece, Serbia, Pest, and Scotland. What's the war about? French conquest of Corsica. It's gonna be interesting to see how that war goes. Sarkel and Chernigov are now at war as well. Are Chernigov Eastern Tech? They are. Sarkel are Muslim Tech. Kiev is that. Okay. Strangeford, because it seems that the actual technology rating, when it actually gets converted, it chooses which technology group based on where your technology is in the game, opposed to what your actual culture is. To be honest, I always thought it was probably better if it was your culture, but I didn't make the converter. I used to prefer it back in the day when you used to get Western technology units as soon as you're Westernized as well. You can't do that anymore, unless they've changed since the last time I've played it. Again, I always preferred that. But once again, I didn't make the game. Oh jeez, my manpower's down a bit. That'll go back up. It'll be alright. Making 231 a month. How's the annexation going? It's going alright. It'll get done. Now, those places called yet? Yeah, they're nearly called. That'll be done very soon. Proniskan. Yes, you may have military access. You can all have military access. Azov is still floating around as well. For how long that lasts, I do not know. Chernigov's Sarkalian conquest of Siberia. Here at Khanate are just massacring their way for... Oh, they're Tengri as well, aren't they? They're also Nomad Tech Group. Kaluga and Tula are now done. Provincial unrest. They'll get better. Razaev still being a bit of a pain as well. I could always increase autonomy. That would help a bit. But, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go with it. See what happens. What's the culture spread like at the moment anyway? Samoyed, Finnish, Komi, Kanti. Oh, more Samoyed up there. Finnish. Russian. I can't oh wait a second, can I actually convert that culture if I want to? I can, but it will cost me 190 Diplotech. So it's not necessarily cheap. Bring this up, change culture. I can change culture in a lot of places, but as I said again, it's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. There's a fair bit of Russian floating around as well. That's something I maybe can look forward to later. There's a fair bit of Mongol as well. Mongols is floating around. Wait, did I see a few Karluks still floating around over here? No, yeah, there's a few Karluks. Khazars, there's a fair few Mongols over here as well. The French pretty much took over all that territory themselves and pretty much told the Germans to piss off. Andalusia. Who are they all? The Hussamids, Zagabania, Barbaria. Interesting, interesting. The Byzantines have conquered a fair bit of Greece and a bit of Thrace as well. Baghdad's still floating around. Is Basra independent? Yeah, it is, but they're fighting Oman. Omani conquest of Yabrin. Second Baghdad reconquest of Rabah. Kiva's down there in Eastern Africa. Okay, don't know how they got over there, but they did. You got to admire that determination. Just trying to get my realm a bit settled at the moment. I don't want to really push too many wars if I can avoid it. Ooh, what can I build here? What can I build? I can build a fortress. It's pretty expensive though. Taxation's probably better, or maybe even trade. I'm gonna bring up the building thingamajig. Okay, where can I actually increase the amount of tax sufficiently? Not sure. Or I could do marketplace to increase trade flow. Okay, I'll accept that. That's alright, I can deal with that. Or I could do castle defense, which does increase the fort level. Barracks, that will increase local manpower a fair bit in various areas. Oh, has that gone up a bit? Because that says I can get 250 increase. Remember in the old patches, like... I remember in like a lot of the old patches for this, when you'd actually go for a manpower increase, it would like say it would like say like, oh, maybe like increase it by like 50 or maybe 25 or something, but that's a bit of an increase. Could always do that. I'll have to just to save up money for a while anyway. Probably a smart thing to do. Oh, my phone's fully charged. Fantastic. The important things. Let's have a look around here. Who should I increase relations with? Just pondering. Increase relations with maybe Kiev? Yep, increase relations with Kiev. Who's pest allied with? Lithuania, Bavaria, and Italy. Ooh, that's going to be tricky getting a hold of Danzig. Lithuania is allied with Scotland, Denmark, Pest, and Kiev. Oh, we'll hit them. Just a matter of when. The transfer of trade power. I personally prefer not to do that. Economical map mode. You bring up economical map mode. It's good to know what's going on. I do hold some decent provinces, but these provinces up here are just useless. Only a base tax of 1. That's got a base tax of 4. These far northern provinces just don't give me that much base tax, whereas these provinces further south have got like a base tax of 4, base tax of 3. Wait a second, do I hold that province? Colm? Do I hold that? No, I don't hold Colm. Thought I did. But Razaz gives me 5, Smolensk 4, Nizhny Novgorod 5, Denmark declared war in Strangeford, 3 over there in the steppes. Taking this province will help a fair bit though. Base tax is 7 over there, that's alright. Yes, you may have military access, Strangeford. It's a rather interesting state that's popped up there. That's one of the beautiful things about the converter. You can just get funny, like random stuff like that. You get places called like Zvolin, Beretsdy, Pinsk, Azov, Cherson, Itil, Kyrgyz, Tiamin, Serdara, etc, etc, etc. Now if I do that, oh, I can nearly get that. Oh, awesome sauce. Elenian separatists. What are they being separatists for? What's that up to? About 10%? Well, we should probably use a bit of harsh treatment on that to get it down a bit. Sunni zealots as well. I haven't really been trying to convert anyone yet as well. I've more or less just been leaving it. Got a religious unity of 55. I can always increase that over time as well. Swemsko spread's alright. It's not too bad. What about more rebel uprisings? Veranda separatists. Azov declared war on them. Ah, good. National ideas. Now, I have a tendency to choose this a lot in my games, and I will continue to choose it because I love it. I'm going to choose exploration ideas. And I can nearly use it as well already, but I've got to finish off annexing Perm. Then I've got to just want colonists. Colonists will allow me to expand heavily into past the Urals and into Siberia, allow me to get to the Far East. And I'm kind of a bit out of range of the Americas at the moment. That's why I probably need to go to war with Scotland to get some of this territory. It will put me closer. Oh, another interesting state. Orkney. Oh, they've got a temple over there. Oh, they're allied with England and Strangeford. They're at war with Byzantium, Denmark, and Lithuania, Scotland. How's the provincial unrest going? It's getting better. It'll be annexed soon, anyway. But that'll probably do for that particular part. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and if you did, please click like and subscribe. And if you want me to do something entertaining in the game, just suggest in the comments, and I'll probably do it. And as always, bye bye.